What are we looking at there, Rich?
Well, this is a lovely DC5. It's coming today for a health check and a power run. Customer said it was pulling a little bit all over the road, found a little bit of play in the two front shocks, a little bit of damage on the lower arm bushes, which is quite common generally on these anyway, rated to a poly bush. It's got a set of VC coilovers in it. Something we have seen a few times from the VC coilovers is a bit of play in the front shocks. That's what this car's got.
Definitely see that in EP3s, haven't we?
Yeah, definitely see the EP3s. Very, very similar setup. So I think that's why we've ended up with the same problem. There's
a bit of play in them.
Bit of play in them, yeah. He's asked us to have a look at the ECU, make sure it's standard, which we did. We had a look. It's not got our coordinates. The ECU is standard, and he's got this this sort of top fuel air intake. Not really ever seen one before. Maybe it's possibly come from Japan. The only thing I have a concern about is that he's got a plastic bag on the air filter there, which to be honest was the comedic value of the plastic bag on Dan's head for the thumbnail on the video. The age old thing is, you know, if you were going to run a marathon, you wouldn't put a plastic bag on your head just in case it rained, would you?
No.
And you've got to be going through some pretty deep water to get water up there. So
if you've got water up to there, you're swimming.
Yeah, the car's floating away anyway, ain't it? So we're going to remove that plastic bag from the air filter. I'm going to see if that makes any difference.
Let's do it. Richard, results are in.
Results are in.
Now, this car is, what, about 220 brake stock?
225, I think they are stock.
225 stock.
Yeah, bear in mind, the only modifications that it has got is induction kit.
Yeah.
It has no other modifications. Standard manifold, standard cat, standard exhaust, just with a centre box deleted on it, I believe.
Okay, so red line was with Hydrosock, blue line without. We were actually about 1 brake horsepower up at peak. But if you can see the mid-range there, where the blue line starts to pull away from the red line, that's just less restriction.
There's less restriction. So this is where the sock's off, but where you've reached the top, this is probably exhaust restriction here anyway. So you're not really seeing that difference continue. But certainly here, it's made power in the mid-range. So yeah, they're a definite no-no from Dynodaze anyway.
Yeah, no hydro socks. Normal socks, absolutely.
Yeah,
hydro socks. Not at all. Right, there we go. Another great one of the dyno, and it has got 225 brake horsepower, which is 187 at the wheels without that hydro sock on it. A beautiful car, and hopefully we'll see it back to rectify a few things like front shocks, some poly bushes, hopefully a nice exhaust and a map. So ECU exchange and map, that's what we'd like to do to it. It's a beautiful car. Yeah, okay. See you on the next one, won't we, Rich?
We will indeed.
We will.
Before, and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast.